Well, welcome back everybody. As you'll notice, I'm trying to put a little bit of a coating on this. It's almost dry. Another hour or so I can probably put another coat on it. It doesn't really need to have something on it, but I like the looks of it a little better if it's, you know. But anyway, I drew this thing out, and I'm not a tin knocker, so I may have it frigged up, but I want the back to be a 1/2 inch higher than the front. So I went and made a mark 1/2 inch down and went and set this on that amount, and then I transferred it over both sides. So I think it's going to be right, but there's probably tin knockers out there that are going to look at this sketching and go, oh my God. But yeah, we'll see how it works. These tabs here are going to be to rivet onto here and here. And this, of course, will be folded out so that I can screw it down to the wood, front and back. This here, just for stiffener, I was going to bend it in just to give it a little stability on the ends. But I may change my mind on that, but I'm going to cut them out long enough to do it. We'll see how much of a pain in the butt it is when you go to make the stuff. You know, I could always cut it right off. It's only 3 inches long, and this is fairly stout stuff. So anyway, I'm going to cut it out. We'll see what we got when we get done. Well, that's what I came out with. I am going to go ahead and bend this later. It's 9:30, 25 after. So that's when I'm supposed to report to work out in the greenhouse. So I got that little bit done, and yeah, just pick it away. Carol has to water the greenhouse and transplanting some real small snapdragons. So she said, she says, take your time. She says, come on out about 9:30. So time to go to work. Well, I got this piece done. I folded it up, took the air riveter and popped it together, took a file to it, cleaned it up. So everything was pretty straightforward. You know, I got this old used amp gauge, gonna have a light there, and this here will come up through the back side for my power. And anyway, that's what it's going to be. So I am going to go ahead, now that I've got this all done, I'm going to prime it a little bit. The worst thing about this thing is this thing here is metric, of course. You know how half the crap in the world is metric now. And I don't have annular cutters for metric, so I had to do a little filing. But it's going to be good. It's going to set right there. I've got these all bolted down, so they won't move. And anyway, I'll get this thing painted, and we got to take the dogs to the vet. When I get back this afternoon, probably this evening, we'll assemble it. So I just thought I'd show you this. This 12-volt battery, and we're going to connect up the power, see what our amperage draw is for DC. 16 1/4, not too bad. It goes down to 16, 15. That's probably battery voltage dropping. I'm gonna shut you off for a minute, and we're gonna put the battery charger on. Okay, now the battery's up to full power. Yeah, charger says 100%, so it should be drawing very little amperage. So let's go ahead and contact her up again. Yeah, it hit 17 for just a split second. And yeah, it goes down to 16.5. So that's not bad. I just wanted to show you this. This is a just a piece of keyway, and yeah, you cannot start that off of there. So you gotta have a solid bar if you really want to hold shit down. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, it's got plenty of power. So I started doing this here last night. This is what I came up with. You know, just a regular starter. That's gonna energize it. This is just gonna show that your battery hookup has power. This is gonna be on all the time, as long as it's hooked up. And of course your amp meter, oh, geez, looks like I got that a little crooked. I ain't gonna worry about it though. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be so you can have an idea that it's drawing. We can take stuff off. I'm gonna start hooking that up. So this is a very poor schematic of what I'm doing. We're gonna start off the positive, go into the push button. We're gonna put 2 wires there. One goes over the light, and the other side goes over to the amp meter. Ammeter, I should say, not amp, ammeter. And then the other side comes out, goes through the coils, comes out, goes through the coils on the other direction, comes back out, meets the ground. This one comes over, meets the ground, and then the ground comes out. So there's going to be a 3-way connection right there. There's going to be a 2-way connection right here. And other than that, it's all straightforward. Real crude schematic, I know, but that's just so I could keep it clear in my head what I was doing. So anyway, I'm going to feed with a black. I didn't have a red number 10, so I need to get some ends for this. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Well, I know it's a little busy, but the power comes in here to the hot side of the push button where I wired it off to the light. The other side of the light goes off and goes to this 3 connection here that's ground. This here is your hot. Goes over to the ammeter. The other side of the ammeter here goes into here. The other side comes out and connects right here to these. To that wire nut. And comes out and goes into this side. And comes out this side here. And hopefully that's the one that I've got going into the wire nut that's triple. It is. So that right there is all done. All I have to do now is, yeah, it's going to take a little doing to flip that over, but we'll flip it here in a second, see how it goes. And I should have drilled the holes first, but I didn't. Yeah, twist stuff up a little bit there on the back, but I can see one thing that I didn't really think of very good. Well, let's see here. I bet I can force these right out through underneath. Maybe one at a time. That one's out. Bad planning. That's better. Otherwise it's going to be right on this square edge. So we'll do the same with the other one. There we go. And I got to tighten up this one unit right here a little bit. There. Now, just for the fun of it, let's see if we get any sparks that we're not supposed to here. Look at that, our red light lights up. What did I do with my bar? Right there. Oh, I even got that hooked up right. I did good on the first shot. So I'll bring it over here. Well, I know you're getting a little bit of reflection here, but let's give it a try. You can see how this works. Then you count to about 5 or 6 seconds. Let it off. This tells you that you're hooked up to your battery good, that you got a good connection. And we're going to run it like that. I just got to drill 4 holes and screw this down and tighten up the Romex connector on the back. And it should be all set. Yeah, I wonder if you can pick that off with a screwdriver. Wow, I can't pry that up with that screwdriver. So yeah, that's got plenty of power. So I'll show you what this thing looks like when I get her all screwed down. Well, everybody, that's how it's going to store. It's balanced real well. You can pick it right up and set it down without worrying about it flipping out of your hands. You know, it's balanced perfect actually. But it is top heavy, so you got to pay attention. But yeah, good addition to the shop. So anyway, that's going to be it for this Magneto charger build. Yeah, just a quick little fun project. I don't really have a need for it right now. I have had a need for it in the past. I'm going to try to get this, Caterpillar 10 going here. Having a brain fart. Yeah, this Cat 10 going, and that has a mag on it that hasn't been ran since 1980. That was the last time this was run and backed into the shop. So, guy had it, well, actually backed into a shed. But it turns over and it's got a little bit of compression, so I'm going to pull the head, fix a crack in the liner, and I will be getting into the Magneto on that. Probably will recharge it, because hand start stuff like that, you want all the help you can get. So I kind of was building this on the assumption that that might need a little help. So anyway, hope everybody's doing good out there and keeping safe. And yeah, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.